aim for today is to, after I get freshened up obviously, I want to put some time in to practice a little bit of music production as much as I can. But here's the thing, here's the catch. I want it to be like somewhat of a B-roll segment. With that, I just don't want it to be like minutes long of me just, just hitting away on some keys which you can't even hear. But much rather like somewhat of a slow motion B-roll segment, but with a little bit of a kick to it. I don't quite know how I'm going to achieve that. I'm gonna go at it as as I've been doing everything else so far, just completely winging it. Okay, so we're gonna give that a shot. You'll see that after my typical intro, signature, whatever. See you in a sec. Quite a lot of slow motion shots, weren't they? Even right now, like it's I'm trying to find a decent angle, which I'm having a hard time doing. Anyway, today is Saturday, which means it's the weekend, which also means downtown. So that's where we're headed, and I will talk to you when I get there. I need to put some sunglasses on. This is too bright. Alright, speak to you soon. Yes, it's quite bright out, but just not in the spot I chose to film myself at. Anyway, did you notice something on the video from day before yesterday? Did you? Because if you did, you know that I did not label it as day 18 or I didn't do any of that. Why? Because for some reason I refused to believe that as a vlog somehow. I couldn't bring myself to do that. It's crazy, and right now it's insane how much sense I've got, because the entire point of me getting out of the house was to come to this exact spot. Why? To show you the spot I'm at. But am I able to show it to you? No, not really, not at all. Why? Because it's quite bright, and if I were to have myself in the way, there is no light upon my face. That's insane. But perhaps I will use this exact spot to get myself a nice little thumbnail of sorts. I've realized that sometimes I do need to put in the effort of getting some thumbnail shots rather than just grabbing freeze frame out of a clip. It's weird. I'm not a fan of taking complete separate pictures that may or may not have anything to do with the video for the video. That's crazy. But I also wanted to notify you of one thing before I run back to my car and drive home. It being the weekend, you would think that I would not be on a time crunch, but today, for some reason, I am. Okay? But before I do, I'm gonna take some pictures. But I will also let you know that tomorrow, if it stays just the way it is right now, and if the river stays as frozen as it is right now, I am planning on going further down this time around and perhaps flying my drone under one of the arches of the bridge. Am I sure that I would be able to pull it off? No, I don't think so. But will I try? Hell yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I? Well, I'm gonna go get myself some thumbnail pictures, however hard it may be to do so. And that was a bunch of slow motion clips, weren't they? I don't know why. Once I started doing it, I just kept doing it, one over another. And somehow those came out the way I wanted them to be, so I'm not excluding any of them for some, to the best of my ability at least. Cool truck, dog. Well, I'll go click myself some thumbnail pictures, or just normal pictures for me to post on Instagram or something, and I will see you tomorrow. We got a mission to take care of tomorrow. Alright, see ya.